Howdy, folks. You know, I'm kind of bashful when it comes to bragging about my many accomplishments. But I want to tell you a few true stories about myself. Now, I can prove to you what I'm going to tell you is the truth, because I was right there when it happened. Well, there ain't no cowhand living that can beat me lassoing, because once I took my lasso and I flung it into the air, throwed 5 loops at the same time, forming an automobile. Well, that might sound a little bit far-fetched, but I hope to swallow my tongue and choke to death if that ain't just what I done. Now, I'm not only the champion roper of the world, but I claim to be the strongest man this side of Crummy Gulch. Once my pony balked on jumping across Death Gorge.
Come on, get up. Come on, make that jump. Come on now.
So I just lassoed a stump on the other side, and I pulled that whole cliff right smack dab up to the other, and I rode right on across without even stopping to take a second breath. Well, if it hadn't have been for my quick thinking and 2 strong arms, that horse would have been there yet. Now, I'm the buckinest bronco buster that ever played Yankee Doodle on the saddle horn. I was breaking the wildest horse at the barbecue ranch, and he was a bucking for all he's worth and trying to throw me. So I just took a hold of him and I flung him sky high. And when he come down, I give him some lessons on the etiquette of bucking. And ever since then, he's been coming to me every Saturday for his bucking lesson. It took the strongest and bravest man in Pine Needles Point to capture the most ferocious bear in them there parts. Now, I'm going to tell you just how I done it. He was the meanest bear that I ever seen. Why, the bullets, they'd bounce off his head just like rubber balls. So I threw away the gun, and I wrestled him barehanded. He put up an awful struggle, but after 2 minutes of grappling, he knowed I'd had him skinned a mile. Answer, I walked off with a bearskin coat that looked good on any college boy. Now, when I tell you this little story, you'll understand why I'm the undisputed champion wild cow milker of the world. Why, once I chased one of them honored critters for about 3 miles before I could catch hold of her tail. And then I swung her up a couple of times and hollered, "Give, Betsy." I never saw so much bottled up milk in one heifer in all my life. And now I'll introduce to you my sister and my brothers, Miss Louise Mass and the Westerners, who will accompany my golden voice singing When It's Twilight on the Trail.
Jog along. The world is like a dream, and the ripple on the stream is my song.
When it's twilight on the trail, and I rest once more,
the sky, and the grass on which I lie is my floor. Never ever have a nickel in my jeans. Never ever have a debt to pay. Still we understand what real contentment means. Yes, I was born that way. When it's twilight on the trail, and my voice is still, please plant this heart of mine underneath the lonesome pine on the hill. Say, folks, we sure would be pleased to have you sing this song with us. Come on now, let's all sing it. When it's twilight on the trail, and I jog
what real contentment means.
Yes, I was born that way. When it's twilight on the hill, and my voice is still, please plant this heart of mine underneath the lonesome pine on the hill.
Well, sir, one day the whole town caught fire, but I rushed right into the middle of that inferno just as cool as a cucumber. Then I throwed my lasso into the sky and I grabbed hold of a cloud up there and I began a squeezing on it till the water come down by the bucketfuls, putting out the fire. And I hope I'm stampeded by a pack of hungry coyotes if I ain't telling the truth.